Today, I'd like to tell you about my very first exposure to pornography. Is that an awkward way to start? Because it feels awkward to me. Like, are we gonna go there today? And yes, we are. I'll tell you about my very first exposure to pornography. If those of you, maybe you're about my age, you realize that when we were growing up, you didn't have the easy access to porn that so many people have today on mobile devices and such. For my age, you kind of had to almost like stumble upon a discarded magazine or have a friend who had a dad that had a secret stash. I had a friend named Steven who discovered his dad's secret stash, and Steven came to school to tell me, "Oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe what I found. You wanna come to my house to look at it?" That was the day, I hate to admit it, but I did not walk home from school, but I ran home from school to Steven's house to see what he had found. And I remember very clearly, even though it was decades ago, my first exposure to porn. I remember looking and going, "Oh, so that's what those are?" And I felt this rush of excitement, this thrill, this adrenaline hit, this buzz. I didn't want to feel that way. It wasn't premeditated, I didn't choose it, but that's what I felt. Then it was followed by this very real sense of guilt and shame, like I'd done something wrong, which was only amplified when I came home and my mom was waiting for me at home and said, "Hi, my little sugar sweetheart, I love you so much." I didn't tell her, but I thought, "Mom, I'm going to hell." I'm going to hell. And that was my first exposure to porn when I was maybe 10 or 11 years of age. And it started a war in my mind of desiring to see something that was thrilling and exciting and yet feeling incredibly guilty. I'm talking to warriors today. And the good news is that you have the heart of a warrior with a kingdom to advance and someone to protect and a battle to win.